Exciting news, Fever fans! We are coming to Iowa City! We are thrilled to announce that the Indiana Fever will face off against the Brazilian national team in a preseason exhibition at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Caitlin Clark makes her return home to the University of Iowa on May 4th.
The WNBA preseason didn't just begin, it erupted, sending one of the league's most powerful wake-up calls to date. It was a weekend meant to celebrate the homecoming of two of women's basketball's brightest rising stars.
Ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener. And then you have ring night for Brianna Stewart and the Liberty, seeing them host the three-time MVP Asia Wilson and the new-look Aces. But with such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale. The Fever, they lead the league with 41 games here, followed by the Aces 33, the champion Liberty at 30.
A referendum on star power, marketability, and who's truly capturing the spotlight and the spending in today's game. On one side, Caitlin Clark made her return to Iowa with the Indiana Fever, sparking a ticket-buying frenzy. Over 14,000 seats were snapped up in just 36 minutes, flooding the resale market. With courtside seats soaring to a staggering $45,000, fans crashed websites just trying to join the virtual queue. And this wasn't even a regular season matchup, but a preseason exhibition. Meanwhile, down south, Angel Reese returned home to LSU, suiting up for the Chicago Sky against that same Brazilian national team. But the scene was starkly different. Tickets dipped as low as $29 and still struggled to sell, with entire sections of the arena left empty.
One of the most anticipated in the history of women's college basketball, and Iowa going up against the South Carolina machine. Sonano and Saxton to jump it.
While Clark's game dominated headlines across the nation, Reese's matchup barely registered, making not just a contrast but a full-blown collision, and social media showed no mercy.
Hold up, ring game.
Side-by-side images of Iowa's packed stands and LSU's empty seats went viral, memes erupted, and Reese's once bold claim, "People watch women's basketball for me too," suddenly felt like a target of sharp precision. This wasn't just about two players or two games. It was a seismic jolt to the WNBA's entire marketing engine. A market quake. A moment of brutal clarity for anyone paying attention. Caitlin Clark didn't just play. She owned the weekend, single-handedly redrawing the economic landscape of the league. Meanwhile, Angel Reese stepped into a storm of criticism and a harsh encounter with market reality. And so the inevitable question emerges.
Review for possible upgrade to a play.
For inside, I think we were playing really hard. I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but just being able to...
What truly creates a draw? What does it really take to pack arenas, sell out merch, and dominate the headlines? The WNBA is facing a cultural crossroads, and the stakes have never been higher. Buckle up, we're diving headfirst into this firestorm. Drop a like if you're Team Clark, Smash that share button if you're rolling with Reese, and hit subscribe for the raw, unfiltered sports takes others are too scared to say.
She fires and got it!
The moment tickets dropped for Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever preseason debut in Iowa, chaos erupted. In just 36 minutes, all 14,000 seats at Carver Hawkeye Arena were gone, snapped up in a frenzy that left even long-time season ticket holders and loyal donors shut out.
On her shoulder to be fourth running. She has stepped up her opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattles it around. Well, it's this efficient ball. Michaela did a great...
Websites buckled under the overwhelming surge, as users reported frozen screens, glitching payment portals, and phantom, by now buttons that led only to frustration. Social media exploded with frantic posts, screenshots, and memes as fans came to grips with the reality. They were caught in a ticket war of historic proportions.
Obviously got me pretty dead in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go down. And obviously a tough time for that to happen. I got some really good looks. I felt I had three wide open threes in the first half that like you usually make. So that's tough, but I felt like I battled and tried my best. Took care of the ball.
And then came the aftershock. The resale market went thermonuclear. Nosebleed seats were flipping for $500. Yes, the worst seats in the house. While lower bowl prices skyrocketed into the four-figure range.
For the females.
90 seconds for Reese. Leg tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark whips it. Goodness, what a play. And one chance for Temi and the Fever. Working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo.
Indiana Fever.
But nothing captured Clark mania louder than this. Some courtside seats soared to an eye-popping $45,000, a price tag usually reserved for championship finals or front-row Beyoncé tickets. As one analyst put it on Twitter, this isn't LeBron-level demand. This is Taylor Swift territory.
Thinking about it, lets it fly.
They weren't wrong. Clark has gone beyond the realm of sports, stepping into the rarefied space of cultural phenomenon. Behind closed doors, Indiana Fever executives were likely celebrating with champagne, as their number one draft pick turned out to be far more than just a stat sheet star. She's actively reshaping the economics of women's basketball right before our eyes.
Date, as Lainey Hamilton has been to Caitlin Clark.
About my high school experience. Clark!
But let's not overlook the wildest part of it all. This wasn't even a regular season game. No playoff stakes, no impact on the standings, not even a classic rivalry. Just pure, unfiltered spectacle. And yet, it was the hottest ticket in American sports that week. Sponsors immediately perked up, and WNBA leadership witnessed something unprecedented. A rookie generating this kind of financial gravity. Caitlin Clark didn't just pack an arena. She shook the very foundation of the league. Meanwhile, on the other side of this seismic shift, Angel Reese awaited with a reality check in Baton Rouge. While Iowa burned bright with Clark mania, Baton Rouge felt almost silent. Angel Reese's much-hyped homecoming with the Chicago Sky, against the very same opponent, didn't just miss the mark, it flopped. Tickets, starting at just $29, sat unsold days after release.
Deserved, but Maisha Hines-Alley, what she's supposed to do. A tough slicing through the defense.
Entire sections of the arena sat empty. It wasn't just disappointing, it was downright uncomfortable. This was meant to be a triumphant homecoming for a player who once declared, "People watch women's basketball for me too." But when the lights came up, the crowd was conspicuously absent.
Halftime, just take a deep breath and breathe. So everybody like, okay, she didn't tell me that, so I can go out there and score 32. So for me, she's cold. I mean, I'm so glad to be able to play with her. Kelsey Mitchell, Angel Gray, everybody, you all did such a great job tonight. What does the future of this league look like? I'm so excited for this league. I mean, super competitive. Being able to be a rookie out here, I hope many more times I'm out here. And this crowd came out today for people.
The internet wasted no time jumping in. Viral tweets ruthlessly mocked the turnout, posing the brutal question, where are the fans now? Alongside side-by-side images of Iowa's packed arena and LSU's empty stands. Even Reese's staunchest defenders fell silent, because it's tough to argue with the cold, undeniable sight of row upon row of empty blue seats.
Angel, you were in foul trouble to start this game. How did this group come together in the locker room at halftime and really come together in the biggest moment to win this national championship?
It's no one-man show around here. When I go down, the next man is up every single time. Every time I go out or Alexis goes out, everybody always comes to steps up. Samaya came in as a freshman. Everybody from the big Jasmine Carson. Are you telling me 21?